Okay, so here's the deal. Kale is overrated. And chia seeds? Yeah, old news. You're actually missing out on foods that could totally change your life. And honestly, you've probably never even heard of them. We're about to dive into 7 forgotten foods that absolutely destroy the so-called superfoods you see all over Instagram. I'm talking about ancient grains, miracle trees, and tubers that fueled entire civilizations. These aren't just a little bit better. They are on a completely different level, packed with more nutrients, more power, and more history than anything you'll find in your local health food store. Get ready, because this is honestly going to blow your mind. Some of these are actually banned in parts of the world. Others are hiding in plain sight, maybe even in products you already use, but you have no idea what they really are. We're going to expose the secrets that big food companies don't want you to know. These foods are cheaper, more sustainable, and could literally revolutionize your health. It's a conspiracy of silence, and today we're breaking it wide open. So here's my challenge to you. How many of these have you actually tried? Bet it's less than 3. Pay close attention, because by the end of this video, you're going to want to try all 7. I'm not just going to tell you what they are. I'm going to show you why they're so powerful that ancient empires worship them and modern science is just now catching up. Let's get into it. All right, first up we have Moringa. This isn't just a plant, it's a nutritional powerhouse. They call it nature's multivitamin, and that's not an exaggeration. Gram for gram, Moringa leaves have 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. They have 4 times the calcium of milk, 4 times the vitamin A of carrots, and double the protein of yogurt. You could honestly throw out half your supplement cabinet and just start adding this green powder to your smoothies. The entire tree is useful. The leaves, the pods, the seeds, everything has a purpose. In some parts of the world, it's used to combat malnutrition because it grows incredibly fast in tough, dry climates where other crops fail. It's literally a miracle tree. While everyone else is obsessing over the latest trendy green that costs a fortune, Moringa has been quietly saving lives for centuries. Maybe it's too cheap, too easy to grow, and just doesn't fit into the expensive, complicated wellness narrative we're sold. It's a food for the people, not for corporate profits. Imagine starting your day with something that has more iron than spinach. You'd have so much energy, you wouldn't even need coffee anymore. This isn't just food, it's fuel. It's what you eat when you want to stop just surviving and start thriving. We're talking about a single ingredient that can boost your immune system, give you glowing skin, and increase your energy levels all at once. So next time you're in the health food aisle, walk right past that sad wilted kale. Look for the Moringa powder. It's the undisputed champion of greens. Okay, next on our list is a grain that's been feeding humanity for over 10,000 years, yet somehow we forgot about it. I'm talking about millet. You might think of it as birdseed, and if you do, you've been seriously misled. This isn't for the birds. This is a secret weapon for your diet. Quinoa gets all the hype, but millet is the OG gluten-free powerhouse that's just been waiting for its comeback. Everyone loves quinoa because it's a complete protein, right? Well, millet is right there with it, packing a serious protein punch that helps build muscle and keep you full for hours. But here's the kicker. It's often cheaper and way more sustainable. This grain is a survivor. It's incredibly drought-resistant, meaning it can grow in places where other crops would just give up and die. In a world facing climate change and water shortages, we have a super nutritious grain that barely needs any water to thrive. It was a staple food for ancient civilizations across Africa and Asia for a reason. They knew what was up, and the versatility is insane. You can use it to make a fluffy couscous-like side dish. You can pop it like popcorn for a crunchy snack. You can grind it into flour to make gluten-free bread and pancakes. It has a mild, slightly sweet flavor that makes it a perfect canvas for whatever you want to create. It doesn't have that slightly bitter taste that quinoa sometimes does. It's just pure, delicious, and good for you. This isn't just about nutrition. It's about rediscovering our history. Eating millet is like connecting with our ancestors. This is what fueled empires. This is what people ate before processed junk food took over the world. It's a taste of a simpler, healthier time. So while everyone is still paying a premium for quinoa, you can be ahead of the curve. You can be the one to bring millet back. It's the underdog story of the grain world. This is the comeback kid, and its time is now. Get ready for the most underrated grain on the planet, sorghum. This stuff is so versatile. It's used to make everything from gluten-free flour to biodegradable packaging to, get this, biofuel. Sorghum is an absolute beast when it comes to nutrition. Some varieties have more antioxidants than blueberries and pomegranates. We're talking about a humble grain that can fight off free radicals and inflammation better than some of the most famous superfruits in the world. It's like discovering your quiet neighbor is secretly a superhero. This grain has been a staple in Africa, Asia, and Central America for thousands of years. It's naturally gluten-free, high in fiber, and packed with minerals like iron, zinc, and B vitamins. It's a slow-digesting carb, which means it provides you with steady, long-lasting energy, not the quick spike and crash you get from sugary processed foods. So how do you even eat it? It's incredibly adaptable. You can cook the whole grain like you would rice or quinoa for a chewy, hearty base. You can pop it like corn for a tiny, adorable, and healthy snack. Or you can use sorghum flour in your baking for some of the best gluten-free cakes and cookies you've ever had. The fact that a single plant can be so important for both our diet and our planet's future is, honestly, mind-boggling. So the next time you're looking for a new grain to try, give sorghum a shot. How cool is that? It's the secret ingredient you've been missing. Now we're getting into some seriously epic territory. This next one isn't just a food, it's a legend. I'm talking about amaranth. This tiny grain was so important to the Aztec Empire that they didn't just eat it, they worshipped it. They built statues of their gods out of amaranth and honey, and then ate them in religious ceremonies. It was literally the food of the gods. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 1500s, they were so freaked out by these rituals that they banned the cultivation of amaranth. They tried to wipe it off the face of the earth, forcing the Aztecs to grow wheat instead. Amaranth was so powerful, so central to the culture, that the invaders had to forbid it. Why was it so revered? Because nutritionally, amaranth is practically perfect. First of all, it's a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids, just like meat. That's incredibly rare for a plant. It's also packed with calcium, iron, magnesium, and fiber. It's a tiny seed that delivers a massive nutritional payload. For centuries, amaranth survived in secret, grown in small hidden plots in the mountains of Mexico. It became a symbol of resistance. Now it's making a massive comeback, and science is finally confirming what the Aztecs knew all along. This stuff is a nutritional goldmine. You can cook it like a porridge, where it gets thick and creamy, or you can use the flour for baking. It's a survivor, and it's here to reclaim its throne. Have you ever wondered what fuels the world's greatest distance runners? The secret might just be the tiniest grain on Earth. Meet teff. This grain is the staple food of Ethiopia and Eritrea, home to some of the most dominant marathon runners in history. Teff is a tiny but mighty nutritional powerhouse that provides the slow-release energy needed for extreme endurance. Just how tiny is it? Well, about 100 grains of teff are the size of a single grain of wheat. It's minuscule, but don't let the size fool you. Teff is loaded with nutrients. It's exceptionally high in iron, which is crucial for carrying oxygen in your blood. Pretty important when you're running 26.2 miles. It's also one of the best grain sources of calcium, essential for strong bones. The most famous way to eat teff is in injera, the spongy, slightly sour flatbread that's the foundation of every Ethiopian meal. But you don't have to make injera to enjoy teff. You can cook it into a creamy porridge, use its flour for pancakes and breads, or add it to soups and stews as a thickener. Its flavor is unique, mildly nutty and slightly molasses-like. So, while the rest of the world is focused on carb loading with pasta, the greatest runners are powered by this ancient tiny grain. It's the runner's secret, and now it's yours. What if I told you there's a grain that cooks in just 5 minutes, is one of the most nutritious foods on the planet, and is so sustainable it could help fight climate change? It sounds too good to be true, but it's real. It's called fonio, and it's considered Africa's oldest cultivated grain. This isn't just food, it's a solution. Fonio is known as the lazy farmer's crop because it grows so quickly and easily, but honestly, it should be called the impatient cook's dream. It cooks in a flash. You just add hot water, cover it, and in 5 minutes, you have a fluffy, delicious, couscous-like grain ready to eat. But it's not just fast, it's incredibly nutritious. Fonio is naturally gluten-free and rich in amino acids like methionine and cysteine, which are often lacking in other major grains like wheat, rice, and corn. These are crucial for hair, skin, and nail growth. It's also a good source of iron, zinc, and magnesium. Fonio is a superhero of sustainability. It thrives in poor, sandy soil where nothing else will grow. It has deep roots that help prevent soil erosion and restore degraded land. And it requires very little water to grow, making it incredibly drought-resistant. So if you want a food that's good for you, good for the planet, and ready in less time than it takes to boil an egg, you need to get your hands on some fonio. This is the future of food, and it's been here all along. Alright, for our final forgotten food, get ready for a major plot twist. This is called a tiger nut, but it's not a nut at all. It's not even related to tigers. It's actually a tiny root vegetable, a tuber from a plant called yellow nutsedge. And this little imposter is one of the oldest and healthiest snacks in human history. Let's get this straight. No nuts, no tigers. What they are is prebiotic fiber bombs. Tiger nuts are packed with resistant starch, which, as we've learned, is the ultimate fuel for the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut means better digestion, a stronger immune system, and even a better mood. These things are basically a party for your microbiome. So, if you're looking for a snack that's truly ancient, incredibly good for your gut, and comes with a mind-bending plot twist, you have to try tiger nuts. You can eat them whole, blend them into milk, or use their flour for baking. How's that for a snack with a story? So there you have it. 7 forgotten foods that are more powerful, more sustainable, and have more history than anything in the mainstream. From the miracle Moringa tree to the forbidden amaranth of the Aztecs, these foods are proof that the best secrets are often hidden in plain sight. But here's the final mind-blowing fact. Some of these foods are so powerful, they're banned or ignored by big agriculture. They're too cheap, too resilient, and they threaten the profits of the massive corn, wheat, and soy industries. Imagine what else you're missing. This isn't just about trying new foods, it's about taking back control of your health. It's about choosing foods that heal the planet instead of harming it. It's about reconnecting with the wisdom of our ancestors. The food revolution won't be televised, it'll be cooked in your kitchen. You have the power to change the system, one incredible forgotten food at a time. The real superfoods have been here all along, just waiting for us to remember them. If this video blew your mind or you learned something new, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It tells YouTube to show this to more people. Now, I want to know, what's the weirdest food you've ever tried? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want more food secrets they don't want you to know, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. See you in the next one.